single iota, any iota of doubt that, oh, could it be something else? Could it be this? Could it be that? Then that person walks free on that particular charge.
Pythagoras, I'm going to take you on that. I'm not a
Okay.
law person, but I see a lot of this issue of beyond reasonable doubt. Now, in a
Yes.
lot of cases these days, they've gone beyond that because people will say it was like what happened during O.J. Simpson. If it doesn't fit, you have to acquit. It won't happen now. No, there's a lot that brings out. In fact, now technology takes more place in finding out what happened more than beyond reasonable doubt. Which what they have with it is they saw, they did this, they did that. Now, did you hear what the man, this teacher said? It said that it means the death is suspicious. When you say something is suspicious, it means you are now looking at it from a different angle. You are going to be looking at it from a different angle.
I understand you, mommy, but then again, the question will still go back to professionals when the case gets to court. Because now you're saying the nurse has given somebody an injection
Yeah.
that is led to his death.
Mm-hmm.
You need to prove that it was exactly that injection that caused this person's death. If there's any doubt, if there's any way it could not have been the injection, then you cannot succeed in any charge you bring against that person. So we still go back to reasonable doubt. Yes, you might use all your technologies, but at the end of the day, you still have to come down to asking professionals in the field, carrying out an inquest, carrying out an investigation that, okay, people, if you add this injection to this injection and give to this person, will this person suffer this thing? Will this person die? And that is what the coroner's inquest has done. Because that is now like an evidence on its own. For you to impeach that evidence, for you to bring out something superseding that, you now need to conduct another inquiry. You now need to do another testings here and there again to be able to unseat this current evidence we have now that the injection it cannot be proven. Because what we have now is that they are not saying it's the injection and they are not saying it's not the injection. So it's either way. And for the bar for criminal offense is being raised high for some certain reasons. Because so that you don't punish the innocent just because you're looking for somebody to punish. The bar is very high. So you have to prove beyond all reasonable doubt that this person or this person's act actually caused this. If you cannot do that, then you have no crime to hold that person on. So that's it. And the crime we were thinking the nurse will be charged with is giving an injection leading to somebody's death, or practicing without license. That giving an injection, that would be like medical negligence. But now the inquiry has cleared out of medical negligence here, in a way, because it will be like trying to bring something out of nothing if that charge still goes forward without any other evidence. Maybe there are other
See?
evidences, I don't know.
That's not even the point. Because all this one, you remember when we said, apart from the section 313, this the one that comes after it. Excuse that calling the nurse. And there was something, I can't even remember what he said. But the point is, something happened for us to have called the nurse.
Exactly. So going to
Something
that now,
happened before we called the nurse.
going to that now, that's Primeboy, because there was an injury. Because there was an injury, that's why the nurse was called. That's why injection and medical attention was required, and maybe that's what led to his death. Now, let's now start taking it off. Number one, they said they cannot determine if it was the injection that led to his death. So that means, logically, that means it is not the administration, or sorry, the management of the injury that led to his death, because the injection was managing the injury on his hands. So now, if they are saying they are not sure if it was injection, the same way they are now saying they are not sure if it was the management of that injury that led to his death. So that is off it. So the crime we thought Primeboy would be charged with, the heavier one, is if you cause an injury to somebody and in managing that injury, that person dies, you are liable
Yeah.
for the death of that person.
Yeah.
So if the inquiry is now saying it was not the management of that injury that led to Mohbad's death, then somehow, somewhere, is off on that particular offense. There could be some other offenses he's guilty of that they can prove, that they can charge him with. Number one, he went there and by his own admission, he said he lied under oath. That's perjury. That's an offense on its own. You can now charge him for provocation if it can be proven that he provoked Mohbad to the extent that they fought and Mohbad injured himself. But you cannot go ahead and charge him for the death of Mohbad, because
You still don't get
according,
it. Honestly, you still don't get it.
according to the testimony of the medical officer, he said the wound was superficial, meaning it was not grievous, it was not life-threatening. And again, they went further saying it was not the nurse's injection that caused Mohbad's death, meaning it was not the management of that superficial injury that led to this boy. They cannot prove it. They cannot say with 100% certainty.
He reacted. We all know that he reacted to that
But they are
treatment.
saying no. That's what we might know, but what is about what we can prove. It's
But they
about
said
the
it at the
evidence out
conference.
there.
They said it at the conference, Pythagoras. If you can
Which
remember.
conference? That's police talking, but professionals, experts now, they are talking. The police can do their investigation. The police can come to court and give their own opinion, but experts' opinion will always supersede their own opinion in that, because that's their own field. So if they rely on the expert opinion of the pathologist now, saying, number one, this wound is superficial. Number two, saying they are not sure if it was the injection that did something, that is enough rope for the defense lawyer to hold on to and get the guy acquitted of any offense. That's enough rope for them. They have given them reasonable doubt from the onset there. So if the DPP can review this thing, they will know. Even if they go further with that charge, it will be like what they call Hail Mary. It's just like trying to, let's just throw anything at it, because it will not stick, it will not hold. So there are other things this boy can be charged for, other offenses that can be proven, both criminally and on a civil level. Because somebody is dead doesn't mean you cannot enforce their rights. The next of kin can enforce the rights of a dead person if it's a fundamental right, as stated in the Constitution. The next of kin can enforce their rights.
You see, I understand and appreciate your explanation, but you see, because for me, I'm still. That's my opinion. I know it's not law, and my opinion is not going to be law, right? But
Yeah.
I can remember, what's his name? Um, Prince. What do they call him? Prince Moye. Saying that if you fight with somebody and 1 year and a day after the person.
Yeah, the law is there and the person dies. And not just the person dies, the law is saying if it is the injury that led to this person's death or the management of that injury that you cause the person, not just because I fight with you. If you don't sustain any injury and you die and the person dies under a year or something, you can't hold me for that. If
Now,
you fight and you sustain an injury, if you die from the injury itself or the management of that injury, regardless of how little the injury might be, if it's the management of that injury you died from, then
now,
you can hold me for
take
it.
it. Now, let's take it from the management of the injury.
Yeah.
The management of the injury is like you're trying to take care of the injury. It could go either way. It could go either way. Yes, we agreed that injections were administered, he reacted to injections and all that. But the point here is because if you go back and read that, he says whether during the management of the injury or an operation, the person's goes. Because operation, they put operation there. That is telling you that in cooking tó bá ṣe pẹ̀lú èèyàn náà tó bá dẹ̀ gbabẹ̀ kú, they're not talking about whether the medicine was effective or not. The whole point in my own thinking is in the first place, why did we call the nurse? In the first place, kí la pe nurse fún? Because of the injury he got from the fight. That is why I'm saying the way I'm looking at it, I may not understand law. But and I'm reading that thing, it said either during the management of that injury or an operation. Anything can happen in an operation. That
Yeah.
person.
Operation still means management of the
Thank you.
injury.
No, what I mean is for them to carry out an operation on the person due to the injury.
Exactly. You see, what I said and what Pythagoras is also still confirming is that the onus lies on we don't just say, oh, okay, they had a fight and nurse came. If they said, oh, it wasn't the nurse, the treatment, if it cannot be proven that it was the
You still don't
treatment,
get it. That is not the point. Why was the nurse called?
it is you that you're not getting it. But I wish we're not even discussing it publicly.
Okay, let's leave it. That is my own thinking of it. Okay.
Yeah, because
Let's leave
by all means, I would
I would want
want
to. I may be wrong.
I
may
would
be
want
wrong.
by all means, I would want whoever is responsible to be held liable for it, you get. But we're just looking at what might play out with the law, with the position of the law and all. I'm not the lawyer as well, but I can also just figure out and say, okay, in fact, that was one of the things that weakened me when I heard that result. Because even if I happen to be a lawyer and I hear those results, it's something I can work with for my clients without.
You want to work with it, definitely. You want to fight it. But I'm just saying it, looking at it from, plain English.
They called okay, maybe I should break it down. They can say that, oh, because they could not ascertain if it was the nurse's treatment that caused his spine. What if he had a heart attack?
No, they didn't say if they call the nurse and the treatment of the nurse buys him. No, dies in the process of the treatment or during an operation. Let me read it again.
In the process, no, if you can prove, if the treatment leads to, that's what it takes.
Let me look at their wordings again.
Yeah, if the
Because the
treatment
wordings are
leads,
very important.
yeah,
I understand what Pythagoras is saying, but I'm looking at the wordings. And I don't know how lawyers interpret that.
I should go sleep. Dako.
What time is it now? 2 a.m.
I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be rolling, hanging out with all these Canadians.
We shouldn't be.
Honestly.
Tí wọn Naira Marley gan wọn increase tiwọn náà, mo sure pé wọ́n á ti san tiwọn.
Yeah, I want increase
100
our
million.
Naira Marley no
They are
lately.
facing the government now, not Elegushi again.
Yeah, one is
100
so.
MFM.
gbogbo owó tó
MFM.
fi ṣe gbogbo owó tó fi ṣe autopsy tó fi lọ sí abroad àwọn ló máa sọ.
Tawari àwọn
MFM.
ọmọ yẹn wọ́n ti
Please
kà
explain the
wọ́n ti
one
yà.
that you say Papa Arano is para yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, that she explained that. Okay, let these people finish talking so that I will not call them. Let them finish talking.
No, mo ti ọkọ tí n fẹ́ sọ tán mo kàn sọ ní pé nǹkan kan ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lábẹ́ tá a ṣe máa padà gbọ́ next week nípa àwọn Arífà àti Veron tó yìí wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn because I think they've said
But
something.
wọ́n máa pẹ́ gọ́ńbẹ́ o. Arífà lè ní 100 million sọ o.
Ilé ló lọ tààràrà o. Full portion of rights free of.
Veron gan tẹ́ ẹ sọ ṣé 100 million ó wá kéré inú ayé ni.
Really wọ́n lè
Kí lẹ̀ ń
ní
sọ
kí Arífà ṣe wedding èyà subhanallah ó ga o.
100 million. Wọ́n tún wá ní ìdèyàn gidi.
Èyà Arífà ti lọ ṣe wedding nu kirikiri bá.
Èèyàn gidi tó dẹ̀ ń gbé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ó dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ bí wọn.
You see, let me tell you something. I do not have to say it here. Ṣé títí government bá fẹ́ dín pẹ̀lú yín. Lọ́ máa fún yín, ẹgbẹ́ fẹ́ gba bẹ́ẹ̀lì ní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ní káàkiri ni. Ó dá máa fún yín bail condition. Ó yẹ lọ mú bail condition yẹn wá. Ṣáàtì yín mọ́lé mọ́. Ṣé bá a ti release yín báyìí? A ti ní kọ́ ẹ̀yin lẹ̀ rí kan wá ṣe. Ọlọ́run máa ẹ̀ka àrìn àrìn ìfẹsẹ̀ sí. Gbogbo power tap tó gbà gan ṣó ti pé 100 million. Wọ́n máa pẹ́ bẹ̀. The Paparano that I was saying, I think was it yesterday? He was angry seriously with Aloba after reading whatever he read, and he was even telling Buki, when he was listening to Buki yesterday, when Buki was saying, Baba ẹ má ké mọ́, Baba ẹ má ké mọ́. He was angry. Baba gidi gan pé kíni. He was like, oh, in liar, pé kíni gbogbo ilé tẹ̀ ṣe. A rí pé kíni bàbá ń ké fún. Bàbá ṣe máa ké by now. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ gan lánàá. Ó sọ̀rọ̀. That was where they were condemning them that kò nídìí kí bàbá máa lọ sí page ẹ̀ mọ́. Bàbá can use his page and all that. Anybody tó bá fẹ́ gbọ́ information kó wá gbọ́ látẹnu bàbá. Kí wọ́n béèrè question using another person's page. Pé cast people ní Bukky. The guy was angry yesterday. And because he has detected so many lies, he could not just pretend that yesterday.
He's not the only one. No. Most of their supporters too. They are not happy with what he did with Bukky Jesse yesterday.
Wọ́n ní bàbá ń bọ̀ lọ́la ní 4 p.m. Nigeria time.
With Libo platform.
Lórí page ẹ̀ gangan.
Yeah, wọ́n ní kó máa ṣe lórí page. That's good.
Wọ́n wá lọ bílẹ̀ rẹ̀ question and answer.
So kí ni bàbá fẹ́ máa sọ? Bàbá máa jókòó àmà rojọ́.
Wọ́n máa bèrè ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Bí bàbá ṣe di TikToker nìyẹn.
Ṣé kò TikToker before ni?
Àwa ní power tap, ó ti di òsì.
Ṣé bàbá ti ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn ará
tí bàbá bá gba láyàn bíi mẹ́rin, á níye, ṣé kan tí West ń gbà líle, ò ní dé mọ́. Ṣé kan tó ń gbà látijọ́ ẹ̀rì, ò ní dé mọ́ West. Ṣé ẹ̀ mọ̀ ni?
MFM, bàbá ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn Arífà o. Ó ní ọmọ òun sọ fóun pé àwọn lárí kinní tó ń lò òun pé Ẹlẹ́gùṣì ló ràn wọ́n.
Ó máa tẹ́ bọ̀ bọ́sẹ̀.
Ẹ filẹ̀.
Tí ó ti jẹ lójú ewúrẹ́ jẹ́
Wọ́n blackmail èèyàn, ẹ filẹ̀ nú ẹ̀ yẹn.
àgùntàn jẹmọjẹmọ tí ò lè rìn jáde mọ́. Kó wá wà kirikiri gan ṣé kò pé ẹ̀ bó ṣe rìn káàkiri tí ò lè jáde mọ́ wọn.
Báwo ló ṣe rí? Ó dàbí àwáwù. Ṣé kò tí mo sọ yẹ yín? Mo yọ sọ pé mo jọ. If you love me, you go. Oyè ká owó inú.
Máa dúnra inú, wọ́n tó dàbí àjẹ́.
Mo yọ ní mo jọ oyè ká owó inú. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
Mo yọ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Fọláṣadé sọ pé ṣé Dàwó ṣà wà ń bẹ̀ ìgbà tí mo bá dínkù ni. Fọláṣadé mo wá ń sọ fún ẹ̀sìn pé
Ikú ló
Dàwó
máa
ṣà
kú.
wà ń bẹ̀. Wọ́n jọ lọ sí Kòròdú ni. Wọ́n jọ padà sílé ni. Gbogbo wọn wà ń sàlẹ̀. Wùmí Mohbad àtàdúrà wà lókè. So Fọláṣadé tó o bá bá tọ̀ wá bá àrọ̀bá àrọ̀bá ní bàbá àtọ̀ òpònú tó fojú pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń kókó ńlá bọ̀ ló bò. Àfi mo bá lè kú. Ìwọ́n kò wá ní.
Àkọ́ tó ń jẹ́ náà nìyẹn. Ó ti yà wèrè.
Ṣé wípé Ṣadé is not informed? Fọláṣadé is not informed. Ó ní wọ́n send owó sí bàbá, wọ́n send owó sí Dàwó ṣàná, irọ́ ló pa. Wọ́n gbé bàbá. God bless you, you got it. Ìgbà tó sọ pé fẹ́ fún bàbá ní 2 million. Bàbá ní mo bèrè náà bàbá sọ pé transfer ló fẹ́ ṣe wọn kó cash wá. Ó lóun dẹ̀ ti kàn transfer ẹ̀ fún Darosha. Darosha gba gbogbo 2 million. Ó lọ ra pikin coffin. Ṣé rí pé Fọláṣadé ti confirm sí àdúrà àti Darosha tó sọ pé àdúrà ló ẹ̀ bá mu Mohbad. Fọláṣadé confirm ẹ̀ máa gbọ́ lọ. Ṣé rí pé àti òótọ́ ti yọ mí báyìí máa sẹ́ndì kíní sí bàbá. Àdúrà tó sọ pé òun lòun ẹ̀ bá mu Fọláṣadé confirm.
Ìyá ò sọ pé òun lòun ẹ̀ ń bá mu. Kí ló tàn bíbí máa ń gbọ́rọ̀ sódì ni?
Ẹ máa gbọ́.
Ó ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀yin náà sọ́dún ẹ̀ pé ẹ trust ẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá mọ̀ tí kò bá dá báwo lè fẹ́ trust ẹ̀ ṣèbí àjọ wa mẹ́ta ń sọ fún mi pé ká wá sí lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní kò sí tẹ́ bá lè ti ṣe mistake yẹn tẹ́tí bọ́tà ọdún ẹ̀ lẹ́ni ẹ̀ wọlé tọkọ.
Confirm sí pé Darosha ló ẹ̀ bá.
sọkọ tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní gbogbo alájọ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ìjọ yẹn ta ní kọ́ máì tí ì sí ẹni kọ́ sí wáì tó fi sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ wáì tí ò fi sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ woman ẹ̀ lè sọ lóòótọ́ pé local embalm that is what all of them know it to be but it is not embalming tó bá jẹ́ embalming ni kí ló ń porúkọ ẹ̀ autopsy wọn ò ní sọ pé tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n embalm ẹ̀ they would have gotten better results than what they have gotten now. Ọdẹ.
Abẹ́gbọ́ Fọláṣadé ti confirm. Ipe Darosha ló ẹ̀ bá ẹ máa gbọ́ lọ.
Why you tẹ̀tún pan lórí àwọn mistakes táwọn ẹlòmíì ṣe ẹ ló ẹ̀ bá mẹ́ ọgbẹ́ ọ̀sìn láyà.
Ẹ máa gbọ́.
Ṣé yẹn là ń sọ nísìnyí àbí result autopsy lè kọ́ fún wa tó fún wa. Ẹ gbé orúkọ Darosha kò lẹ́nu yín o torí embalming tó ṣe is a local embalming. Kì í ṣe ẹ̀bámu tó fún ní ẹni tí kò fún abẹ́ kí ló ń tẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ṣé gbogbo yín ti gbọ́? Ẹ gbé orúkọ Darosha kúrò lẹ́nu yín o. Ìtorí environment tí Darosha fún Mohbad is a local environment. Ẹ bá mi pe Darosha kí ló dé tí Darosha sọ pé àdúrà ló embalm. Ṣé pé wọ́n ti òótọ́ ti ń jáde.
Kò sọ pé àdúrà ló embalm kò gbẹ́nu sọ ó ní àdúrà ló lọ gbéyọ̀ wá nínú kíṣì.
Instagram ti hang. Ṣé gbogbo yín gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Ṣèbí Darosha sọ pé àdúrà ló embalm. Fọláṣadé ti confirm fún wa sí pé Darosha ló embalm. Ṣé báwọn pípọ̀ ìmọ̀ nǹkan tó pa Mohbad? Gbogbo wọn kàn ń parọ́ fúnra wọn. Irọ́ ń parọ́ fún ọ. Ṣé pé Fọláṣadé ti tú àṣírí báyìí? Ṣé pé Fọláṣadé ti tú àṣírí?
Lọ́mọlọ́pọ̀ ẹ̀ wá.
Fọláṣadé kọ́kọ́ testify fún wa pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ wà nù duvet. Ó tún confirm sí pé Darosha ló embalm. Meanwhile Darosha parọ́ pé àdúrà ló embalm. Ó ní wọ́n hack page òun ni. Ipe gbogbo nǹkan tóun kọ̀ọ̀kan nìyẹn. Fọláṣadé knows the truth exactly. Ìyá Mohbad sọ nǹkan tó.
The guy never said one hack page o. That is number one. Number two, the guy never said òun ò gbéyọ̀ sí láyà. Ó ní àbúrò ẹ̀ lòun ní kó lọ gbéyọ̀ wá. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní ibo ló ti rí yọ̀. Ìyẹn dẹ̀ ní normal iyọ̀ kitchen làwọn bù sínú àbọ̀ táwọn gbé sí lórí. You understand? Kò ever deny the fact pé òun ò gbéyàn sí lórí. Kò gbẹ́nu sọ. Pé wá sọ pé àdúrà ló gbé sí. Onírọ́.
Telephone. Hold on. Exactly. They are not consistent at all. They lack consistency. They lack consistency. Wọ́n wà consistent at all. Ẹ wo bí gbogbo wọn ṣe ń parọ́. Ẹ wo bí gbogbo wọn ṣe ń parọ́. Few days ago, Karimo ló sọ̀rọ̀. Dàmọ́lá Wùnmí sọ̀rọ̀ níjẹta. Dàmọ́lá sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá. Fọláṣadé sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Ṣé pé gbogbo wọn wà consistent? Ẹjọ́ tẹ́ ẹ bá ti follow bàbá Mohbad lórí TikTok. Ẹ lọ follow wọn. Bàbá fẹ́ jáde lórí TikTok lọ́la. Wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe live show. Wọ́n fẹ́ sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ńbẹ̀. Ẹ lọ follow bàbá. Wọ́n ti sọ pé kí bàbá má jáde, kí bàbá má sọ, kó má dákẹ́ mọ́. Bàbá needs to talk. There's a reason for his talking.
Àwọn ọmọ yẹn náà ò ní dákẹ́ mọ́, wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ ní o lè shut wọn up. Bí bàbá ṣe ń gbé lámbà lẹ̀, àwọn náà máa gbé tiwọn lẹ̀.
That Baba is going to be talking back to back now. Tẹ́ Tẹ́ bá ti follow
Ọ̀dọ̀.
ẹ lọ follow Mohbad's dad lórí TikTok. He's going to come live tomorrow on TikTok.
Kíní ló jíṣẹ́ fún
The world.
Gbẹ́nisàn, he has something to tell the world. Kí ló ń porúkọ ẹ̀? Odu Múyìwá ló jíṣẹ́ fún. Ṣé mọ̀ pé lórí péjì Ògúnfe? Ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní pé tí bàbá ò bá sọ̀rọ̀, tí bàbá bá dákẹ́, àwọn làwọn dáwó kìnnìkan, they were threatening him with that donation, that they're going to stop donating. Even the one they already donated, they're going to take it. Ṣé you understand? Wọ́n ní bàbá fífi pé kóun lè tóun bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí àwọn àwa rí owó sí.
bọ́lá mi fẹ́ ṣe mọ̀ pé kíní ìtàn sọ ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe ń sọ ẹ̀ Paparazzo ti ń pariwo kíní yẹn tipẹ́tipẹ́ kò dáhùn.
Pé kí bàbá máa sọ̀rọ̀ níta.
Pé kó wá sórí page ẹ̀ kó pass information fúnfà kó jẹ́ pé 5 minutes ló máa lò kó dẹ̀ máa lọ so that gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ àwọn tó ń fight fún yẹn á lè ní same information wọn fi ní máa sell lies to each other. Ó ti sọ ti pẹ́ kò dá lóhùn ni.
So was it right for Baba to now become a TikToker?
Ṣèbí wọ́n jọ ń tanra wọn ni.
Nígbà ó náà máa ká ṣe sí o.
Platform anybody.
Wọ́n á gbà tó nídìí owó. Ibi bẹ́gibẹ́gi ni.
I need the international bodies. So that's why he needs to talk. They want to hear from the horse's mouth. And I follow Baba lórí TikTok. Mohbad's dad. I think, yes. Mohbad dad. And I follow one. Baba is coming live tomorrow. Mohbad dad. Yeah, Mohbad dad, no call. And I follow one. He's coming live on TikTok tomorrow.
Kó ṣe lọ́jọ́.
Why Mohbad's dad? Ṣé kò ní orúkọ tiẹ̀ ni? Ó ti kan.
Go on anybody's platform. He has his platform. Follow him on TikTok. He's gonna make
There
a
you
live
go.
video there tomorrow. Live video. I think he said 4:00, but I don't know. And the follow him. He said 4:00, but 4:00. But don't hold the time with me. Let's just follow him and watch him tomorrow. He's gonna be live on TikTok.
Oṣù tó ṣe yẹn ti tó. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gán ti sún mi. Ó ti advertise bàbá tán.
Fídíò yìí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ fídíò yìí. Fídíò bí tí Wùmí ti sọ pé kí wọ́n má play ọ̀rọ̀ Primeboy. Ìpèsè kan mọ́ epo lè favour Mohbad ní kóòtù ni. Gbogbo yín máa fẹ́ tí ara yín gbọ́. Ẹni tó ń wá justice.
Ẹ má bínú ṣe fọwọ́ dẹ̀ ni.
Ìyẹn.
Ṣe fọwọ́ dẹ̀ ni mà.
Mo fọwọ́ díẹ̀ ni.
Ok, ibi 34 yẹn ń sìn ó sọ ní pé Wahab Shittu ló ní pé kí bàbá máa wá síta wá máa rojọ́ kó wá máa parí gbogbo aráyé.
Ẹjọ́ òsì tó ràn yẹn ti sún mi.
So nísìnyí bá Wahab Shittu igan sìn tí Bukky sọ mí ṣọ́ọ̀pù lè sọrú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so now tí Wahab Shittu bá rí lè sìn àfàbọ̀kọ́ náà máa fi wọ́n lẹ̀ kó sá lọ.
Ẹ kàn máa pààrọ̀ lọ́ọ̀yà bìkì mi fọwọ́ díẹ̀ gbà tẹ́jọ́
ẹ máa
òsì.
fẹ́ continue.
MFM Bẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ ńkọ́.
Ó ti wo tẹ́lẹ̀ nìyẹn o.
Bẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀.
Ẹni orí òdìlé ó ti lọ.
Bẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀.
Ó ti lọ. Ẹni orí yọ ti dilé. Kò tiẹ̀ down even after the result go kò tiẹ̀ yọjú. Mo ń pọ̀ díẹ̀ ni. Lady is annoying.
Bẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pé blackmailer ni wọ́n pó nírọ́ ni wọ́n náà. Ó ti mọ̀.
Ẹ lè imagine ọmọ kọ lẹ́tà wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn àpànìyàn kàn ẹ́ òòjà tán síbẹ̀ kó kú síbẹ̀ ọmọ yẹn tún kú òòjà.
Ta nìyẹn?
Ẹ cheat ọmọ yẹn.
Ta ni kó kú síbẹ̀?
Yes.
Ọba Lẹ́gùṣì ló ń bá wí bíbá.
Elégùṣì ṣọba pé first olórí onítàn rẹ Elégùṣì má try ẹ. Elégùṣì I'm telling you this for free má try ẹ. Olórí first olórí ẹ mi sọ̀rọ̀ Haúsá yẹn o first olórí ẹ onítàn rẹ ò ní fẹ́ jẹ́ ká ṣí chapters first olórí Elégùṣì.
Look at the way they threaten people.
Elégùṣì má try ẹ.
Look at the way they threaten.
Mi bá mọ̀ kí n má ṣe Elégùṣì mo ṣe tán ó dìbì mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́.
Ṣé fẹ́ gbọ́ àbí ká máa ka lọ gbọ́kàn mi?
Ipò máa arrest bàbá yẹn. Ó ti sọ.
Let's go and listen to something else, please.
We go get something else because the lady is annoying.
Yes, something else.
The lady is annoying.
I don't know. Let me talk. Bye.
She's annoying.
Bukky wá fi kinní ó fi wá ń ṣe advert ni o kò sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu ẹ̀ mọ́ o.
Yeah. But at this EBT play then she was saying pé tó bá bí ọba Elegushi dà kó lọ arrest bàbá. Kóun double díẹ̀ fáwọn tó bá mọ̀ dáadáa kán lọ gbé kíní ìfọkàn tag pé kó lọ arrest bàbá. Àgbà yẹn ló máa mọ̀ pé ó máa kó gbogbo àwọn ọmọ nù prison yẹn. So mo ṣe ń sọ pé ó dà káwọn bọ̀bọ̀ arífà gbogbo wọn yẹn wọ́n ti kà wọ́n ti sọ àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan tí wọ́n ti jọ ní meeting pẹ̀lú jòsí rí tẹ́lẹ̀.
Torí àníjò sí ṣe fohùn lẹ̀ lánàá pé ọkùnrin sọ fóun pé
so ó dà pé ó ti ń gbọ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ arrest ẹ̀ for some
pé Elegushi ló ráwọn tó ń nà òun pé àwọn Sam Larry pé àlè ìyàwó ọmọ òun ni pé ọlọ́wọlé wá pa ọ lọ́wọ́.
tẹ́lẹ̀ bó ṣe ń fẹ̀ fún tó ṣe ń pariwo
ó ká lára níwọ̀n ẹ ti
kó wá rẹ̀
tán.
ti bàbá kó wá bí mo ní on top wetin.
Blackmailer ni blackmailer from day one mo ti sọ pé that man is a blackmailer day one àríyá tó máa jẹ́ máa ríran o.
ṣèbó lòun bọ̀ Naija next month amárí airport ló máa gbàdé nu kirikiri.
kọ́kọ́ jáde ta ló fẹ́ mọ̀.
No.
Because the body nǹkan tó yìí máa padà lé lórí nìyẹn the body has been decomposed nǹkan tó lè carry out anything lórí ẹ̀.
They fight anything.
Okay, wá sọ fún mi tó bá jẹ́ pé Nigerian government lọ wá ti gbé body yẹn from the beginning láti lọ ṣe nǹkan tó wá ṣe o wọ́n wá wò pé okay Nigerian government wá ní àwọn ti ṣe nǹkan táwọn fẹ́ ṣe tán àwọn ti ṣe tán àwọn ti ṣe go okay àwọn wait fún result ẹ̀ lè lọ sí ọmọdé tó bá lọ sí nígbà yẹn tó bá gbé result wọn dé a lè ya wèrè mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ pa bẹ́ẹ̀ ń ṣe ta lè gbé result wèrè wá bá kí lẹ́ẹ̀ mi by inconclusive ìjọ ṣe jà mọ́ jọ́sí ti bá gbogbo ẹ̀ jẹ́ olórí burúkú tó yẹ kó já sí ò já sí ogún ọmọ ẹ̀ ló já sí ó ń bọ́ ọmọ àtìyàwó ọmọ ẹ̀ ó ń bá wọn jà lórí burúkú aláyé bàjẹ́.
jòsí ló bàjẹ́ a lè fọ́ọ̀tì ẹ̀rí the swift action tó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó fi gbé ṣe first press conference ṣe everything it was going well then not until tí wọ́n change the narratives. So but then ṣe the case of Timothy ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni Timothy was on bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wa lọ́n the 5 wọ́n dẹ̀ rí náà the 11.
Mr. Dúpẹ́ má bínú ká ní pẹ́ẹ́nu gbogbo wa tó àyè on the same track ni irú tó bá gbé kínní ìdè sí tí gbogbo wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjà pẹ̀lú wọn mọ́tà lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjà pọ̀ because jòsí ìfẹ́ ó yìí ń du ogún lọ́wọ́.
That is the truth tó ń sọ.
ó yìí ń du ogún lọ́wọ́ jòsí ọjà ó yìí ń du ogún lọ́wọ́
understand the content mi sọ òótọ́ ọ̀bẹ ni wọ́n ti sọ yẹn bóyá let's take it or leave it nítorí pé ó ti decompose náà ṣe lè rí that's the truth.
No, ṣé mo pé even though ó lè má jẹ́ báyẹn ká ní jòsí ká ní gbogbo wa wà unify ni but wọ́n pé àwa unify wọ́n ju yẹn sí wa wọ́n fún wa lámbà yẹn.
nígbà but nítorí pé òun ti kọ́kọ́ lọ ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe.
ẹsẹ̀ yẹn ká gbàgbé yẹn ìyẹn ò ń ṣe excuse ní pé tó pé àwa unify sí yẹn ó sì láti nǹkan tó fi short ẹnu wa ó pé okay àdẹ lè defend ẹ̀ pé wọ́n lè àìmọye òkú tí wọ́n ń bury for years tó yẹ pé wọn ò wẹ̀ ń bá mi ò ń ṣe excuse but nísìsiyìí tó pé àwa unify láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn so wọ́n kọ̀ pé no let's just shut them up tàbá ní kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ máa ṣe so kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ máa ṣe so jòsí ló ti fa ògbélé ká ní kò sì ṣe mistake from beginning kí gbogbo àwọn máa kẹ́ni wọ́n wá kò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wà òkò òun jà sógun àwọn ń jà sí pé ikú ò ló pọ̀ mọ́ ṣẹ́bi so àwa unify so kò sí nǹkan kan tá a lè ṣe ó dẹ̀ ti lé sí because kò lè change.
kò lè sí result a lè gba result to dey better than that.
So that is it.
That is all. The only thing now where the justice can come from is kí Wunmi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa kó petition àwọn tó ń láìbẹ̀lẹ̀ and all that.
Àti through investigation.
Na through investigation because concerning that toxicology tó wá jẹ́ pé àwọn Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ṣì wà ń bẹ̀ the toxicology would have come out since. I want to believe pé bóyá wọn ò gbé kinní yẹn gan ló ń pàtó láwọn ti gbé lọ.
Cherry liberation
wọ́n á ní
nǹkan
ṣebí
tí
tó
mo
bá
tún
ti
rí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé àti day one tí ọmọ yẹn ti kú ni Josie ti ní mission before the death of that guy.
ó ti ní.
no Josie ní ó wà on
Ó ti
assignment
ní
ni
mission.
Ó wà on assignment
àwọn
ni.
Òun náà ni
he's
mo
on
mean by
assignment.
Òun
mission.
náà ni ó wà on assignment.
Òun náà ni mo mean because if
wọ́n
not
agree ni.
nígbà tí wọ́n pè lọ hospital pé ṣé kán gbé e lọ sí morgue kí ló fún wọn ní instruction pé kán máa gbé e bọ̀ nílé fún.
gbé lọ ilé ó dẹ̀ yí gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́ wọn lórí o tún parọ́ mọ́ gbogbo wọn.
hospital
Pọ̀
even
nítorí pé ó ti strategize bó ṣe fẹ́ ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe.
house.
ẹ má bínú D1 sọ pé if he attacks the government they would arrest him for that. báwo ni ẹ̀yin rà pẹ̀rẹ́pẹ̀jà Josie fẹ́ attack the government.
Josie just looking for money.
D1
he's just looking for money.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying he should attack the government, but Sherry, at that point in time, if he had not tampered with the evidence, if he has not moved the body, now let's say it's the police that came to pick up the body, and they said, okay, they have done all the necessary things, and they come to us with this result, we all, if we scream and yell out and say, Nigerians here, Bamio, bye, and like the way we are following the case, and we are following the case like that, they will not bring that result to us.
Then I just can digress in my thinking. Can we not say it is spiritual? If tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n fi nǹkan tradition bí òrùka lọ fi gbà tó fi
ṣé mákẹ́jẹ̀ tó sọ àbí wọ́n fòrùka gbà.
ẹni sùúrù bóyá wọ́n lo òrùka fi gbà or anything tó bá jẹ́ yẹn ló wá jẹ́ kó kú tó bá jẹ́ òun náà oògùn náà ni ò jẹ́ kán rí nǹkan tó ní toxicology and all that nǹkan mo kàn ń rò ní lọ́kàn lórí.
Bọ̀ tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni kò ń ṣe bí rìsọ́ọ̀tì yẹn ṣe rí yẹn ló ṣe máa rí.
God bless you. Ẹ ṣe fẹ́.
Okay.
ẹ kó pápá máa kú mọ́ o.
nǹkan sèmi kàn ń rò because tí máa jókòó tí máa ń ro àwọn nǹkan míì gbà mí pé it's more than what we think. ṣe rí ọmọ yẹn ọlọ́run dáríjì yẹn kó má fọ̀rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ gbáyàn lẹ́nu ṣe rí ọmọ yẹn at the rate tó ṣe ń lọ yẹn at the rate tó ṣe ń lọ ó máa bench a lot of people ẹ mọ̀ pé ó ti kọ́ lórin
ó tiẹ̀ máa gbẹ̀sán ó máa gbẹ̀sán.
ó lórí ó ní ọwọ́ àwọn tó ti ga nínú musical kìíní náà nú ó ṣàánú oríṣiríṣi ní ìmọ̀ bí ṣe fẹ́ explain ẹ̀ I don't know how to explain that now.
Mohbad máa gbẹ̀sán lágbára Ọlọ́run.
bẹ́ẹ̀
Ọlọ́run á jà fún
ó máa jà fún rẹ̀.
Ọlọ́run á gbẹ̀sán ẹ̀ yeah that's it.
ṣe rí
ọmọ yẹn ń ṣọmọ lásán.
ọ̀rọ̀ music industry tẹ́sán yẹn lóòótọ́ ọwọ́ wọn lè wà ń bẹ̀ o but to me èmi ò believe pé ọwọ́ wọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ ó débi pé gọ́fìmẹ̀ntì máa support wọn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
ẹ má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
ẹ ní sùúrù ẹ ní sùúrù.
ẹ jọ àwọn tá à ń sọ wípé àwọn godfather in the music industry àbí entertainment industry ẹ ní sùúrù no liberation ta ni wọ́n tí ọwọ́ ìjọba ò lè tó.
òun náà ni mo ń try láti sọ.
but they are the government.
èmi ò believe pé government lè support wọn dé level yẹn.
ẹ ní sùúrù apart from the musical thing ẹ mọ̀ pé ó ní it has a drug something like drug cartel.
they all connect together.
nínú náà ó ní drug cartel nínú.
they all connect together drugs and music industry they are the government.
agreed ṣẹ́rí tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
ṣẹ́gbà kọ́kọ́ pé ẹ má bínú favour ṣẹ́gbà kọ́kọ́ gbọ́n pé tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì bá rí pé a wà unite lórí nǹkan kan wọn ń tàǹpà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
wọn ní tàǹpà pẹ̀lú kíní yẹn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àti pé tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni instead wọ́n máa fi gbé irú result náà gbé jáde yẹn wá fún wa wọ́n á wá ẹni tó máa yí mọ́nú àwọn tó tí ikú ẹ̀ connect mọ́ yẹn ni wọ́n lè ní abẹ́rẹ́ tí nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn fún.
but it all goes back to pé àwa unify so.
wọ́n á wá nǹkan kan yí mọ́ kò ní jẹ́ pé wọ́n kàn sọ pé
wọ́n gbàgbé wà ní ẹ bọ́lẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi tèmi máa ń sọ fún yín pé èmi ò jà fún justice, èmi ò jà fún òkú àlàyé lèmi ń jà fún. Ẹ gbàgbé, ṣe rí Nàìjíríà, ó di ọjọ́ tí gbogbo wa tẹnu wa bá kò ká tó lè rí result nǹkan tá a bá fẹ́. Ṣe rí tactics gbé ohun politics kìíní lọ́lọ́ fún wa. Ṣe rí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó àti Tonto Dike tó ní kó máa bully yẹn, they know what they are doing. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n fi Ìyábọ̀ Òjó sílẹ̀